gosh, it's one more week to go. I know that there's one happy Hugh Weathers, particularly Blanche, and I'm really excited about the campaign. I today began as Joan Brady would expect me at this morning at 7:30. I was at the Hilton Head Island School for Creative Arts, and so I did a walk there, and we had a drop in, and then I went by our headquarters there in Bluffton, and just wonderful volunteers. Mark Hamill will tell you, the people at Sun City love to do campaign work, and 95% of these people are transplants from the Northwest and Northeast, and half of them from Ohio, and they are the hardest working folks, and they did not come to die. So it's a fun group, and so I like representing them. And so then I went, and the mayor of Richland, Gary Hodges, took me around Richland, and then I went to Hampton, and Sue Ann Rivers, who's Anna Sue Rivers, who's a member of the city council, who's a dear friend of Earl Brown's, took me all around Hampton, and so then I went on to Barnwell and went around the city square. Herb Lanford would tell me to go and look for all the stickers that had NRA on them, so this was good. And then I raced back here. And then I'll be going back to the headquarters, and in the meantime, the reason I was late, and I told Senator Corson I was going to try to get here before 6 o'clock, but it was a real honor. I did a taped interview for the Rusty Humphrey Show, which will be later nationally on about 500 radio stations. So, and it was on an issue that, and every day we have a new issue that should encourage people to vote Republican. It should concern people of what's going on, and that is that in 16 states and territories of our country, they have not complied with the federal law that requires ballots to be provided by the military by 45 days out. I want you to know that our election commission here, Richland County, and the 9 other counties I represent, we monitored this, and everyone complied with this requirement by September the 18th of getting the ballots out. And then again, for our House members here, and I'm so proud of our Majority Leader Kenny Bingham, we have a law that provides that the troops can also provide ballots by email, by fax. And so this is just so helpful, and that's the way it should be. And they don't have to have a witness on the back. We've had a lot of ballots come in from around the world, from our military, and it didn't have the witness that it was thrown in the trash. And so we can at least give them the opportunity just to provide their ballot back. But so I'm really grateful. I'm currently the ranking member of the Military Personnel Subcommittee. If Joe Azar gets the vote out, I'll be the chairman of the military. The military personnel subcommittee, and so of course what I'll be doing as chairman, it's a lot more fun as chairman. Okay, I can truly make a difference, Sandra, and make sure that that we have a hearing, and we need to find out why the Administration Justice Department simply just dropped the ball. That's who has jurisdiction. Isn't that sad? Because they seem to be eager to sue Arizona. They could have at least put one attorney into looking into providing that we follow the law of providing ballots to our troops. And people have been telling them over and over again, hey, something's wrong. And then a pattern. I know this is going to be shocking, and I need for everybody to be seated. But there are I believe it's like 111 jurisdictions in the state of Illinois. 34 have not complied. I know that's startling. And the sad thing, the pattern is this. There is a very close U.S. Senate race in Illinois. That's a fact. There's also a very close U.S. Senate race in Nevada, and they have not complied. And I think if you look at state to state, we're going to find out that the states that did not comply, that there is a disproportionate number of very close U.S. Senate races. And we found out something, particularly 2 years ago in Minnesota, that they know how to stuff ballot boxes. They know how to deny votes that should be coming in. And of course we found that out in the year 2000. That's why we passed these laws, Lou, that provide that our troops would be getting the ballots on time. So I'm just so hopeful, and I'm so encouraged for what's, I hope, getting ready to occur. And I want to thank you personally, the people of Richland County. You need to be aware that in the most recent primary, 2 years ago, I had the same very fine opponent as I did this June, and I received 44,000 votes. This June, I received 65,000 votes. And the key point that all of you should be proud of, it was Richland County that added 10,000 votes to the total I had. I'm here to thank you. I'm also going to tell you, 10,000 votes, that's a lot of votes. So I'm just grateful that y'all truly came through. And I say that humbly as to the votes I received in the primary, and that's why we've been working hard. I'm so grateful. I've got the leader of our turnout effort here, and Sean Bartley. Sean, as y'all know, has, and I want to thank y'all. So many of you have been at the office making phone calls. The new system we have now, Tom Ford really likes, and that is you just sit there and it just calls up the numbers. You just press the button, and you don't have to look up the numbers. And if it's a answering machine, you just have pre-recorded a message, a very friendly, personal message from you. You press that, and then you get to the next one. And in fact, I have to tell you that Kelly and Kayla Bingham set a record in doing telephone calls. I think they did 500 one night. And so you've never seen girls talk that fast. But anyway, and so Jenny trained them well. But we want to invite you by the headquarters the last week. Everything is turnout. Hey, the prospects are good. We're hearing across the country. I was listening as I was in the Low Country today to a radio station out of Jacksonville, and they were reporting for the first time that the absentee ballots now favor the Republicans. There's been, in fact, there was a 37% increase. And a final message on that: we need to encourage everyone we know to go vote absentee. 2020 Hampton Street. And the reason I'm encouraging, because the Republican precincts are oversized. And so on election day, people will come to the precinct. There'll be traffic congestion. Because we have constitutional amendments, people will see the parked cars. They'll say, well, I'll come back later. And they mean to, but they don't. So we'll be able to address the precinct size later after we get through redistricting. But that's the reason that they haven't been divided. So please encourage people everywhere I go, 2020 Hampton Street, or Main Street in Lexington behind Lizard's Thicket is where people need to go. But again, I'm just grateful to be serving you, and I'm just so hopeful that we're going to get our votes out. A person who makes my service possible is here, one of the members of your committee, Earl Brown. So Earl, thank you for your service. And then what a team I have. Earl Brown, Butch Wallace. Butch, thank you for being the district director. But hey, I don't take a thing for granted. I'm just so grateful to represent the vast majority of you here. And I represent everyone here. And so I don't care where the district lines are. But again, I'm just grateful to be serving and look forward to a great last week of the campaign. God bless you.